So if you are planning to becoming an ambassador, my answer is don't try. Hi everyone, Samuel here. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm a photographer, filmmaker from Hamburg, Germany. I'm also a Ricoh GR ambassador. That's a little compact camera that is the king of street. But you're probably here because you know me already. Pretentious prick. So yeah, in this video I want to talk about becoming an ambassador, a brand ambassador, camera brand, presenter, representer. What does it mean to become an ambassador? So, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about my story, how I became a Ricoh ambassador. And it all started when I was still studying graphic design. And one of my final graduation projects I did was a photo project, a photo reportage about music students, classical music students who come to Germany to study German music basically. And that was very interesting to me because I had so many Japanese friends who came to Germany to do that, to study music, but there aren't many German students in the music schools. Anyways, I did a long 5 months project, and then one of my teachers of that time, he was working for Ricoh, and he was responsible in finding new photographers, but also working on the design of ad campaigns and stuff like that. He saw my work, and then he asked me if I would want to give my work to Ricoh to show at Photokina. That was in 2012. Because they needed photos, and I happened to have a Pentax DSLR, and at that time Ricoh and Pentax, Ricoh bought Pentax. Anyways, this video is not about Pentax. Who cares about Pentax, right? So that started our relationship. I provided them photos with my photos. They made big prints. I got the prints. Everyone was happy. And then after that, they kept asking me for photos. For example, there was a small little interesting camera coming out, the Ricoh GXR. You might have heard of it. Really cool concept. And they asked me to shoot a few pictures, again to show them online and also at Photokina. So that's basically how my relationship started. But I also have to say, at that time, I was a nobody. I just graduated. I was a freelancer, but I wasn't really successful. No one knew me. I didn't do YouTube at that time, and my follower base was like 300 on Instagram maybe. So they didn't come to me because of my following, which is sadly kind of a requirement these days. And then I started my YouTube channel, which took off after 1 or 2 years, and then Ricoh became more interested in doing something again together. That was when the Ricoh GR3 came out. And then we did a few projects together. I pitched them this idea of the GR project to meet other photographers. Actually, it was their wish for me to visit other GR photographers, but they asked me to basically create a concept for a project. So that is my GR story. A quick intervention here. If you found all this talk about my past interesting so far, you might be interested in joining my online workshop on November 27th at 5 p.m. Central Europe time. I'm going to do a 1.5 hour presentation about basically my past and how I became freelance, all the milestones in my career and the clients I worked with. I'm going to share all the mistakes I made, basically all the lessons I learned in my career, and maybe this is useful for some of you who want to make your passion to your job. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm doing exceptionally well and I can't offer you a shortcut, but I think as someone who managed to somehow make a living through photography and filmmaking,
there's definitely some value in it. So if you're interested in joining, there's a link in the video description to my website. Spaces are limited to 50 people. And if you're watching this after the workshop, you can still book me for a one-on-one session. You will also find information about that on the website. Oh, and also we're going to do a 1-hour Q&A talk after the presentation, so you can ask me anything you want. Okay, back to the video.
Okay, so if you clicked on this video because you just care about how to become an ambassador, then let's cut to the chase. It's easy. First of all, you shouldn't try to become an ambassador. This is key. The key is that you just do interesting stuff. Basically have projects that you're working on. Yeah, just publish good work and companies will find you. Simple as that. Because the last thing that companies want is you to bombard them with emails or phone calls and ask them to give you stuff. Because you should always think about, what can I provide for the brand? How can I help them sell more products? Because that's basically what it comes down to. So the answer should be, focus on your work, and ideally, I think this is not even an ideal scenario, this is a requirement, a must. You have to be a fan of the company or the brand or your camera. You have to be a fan, a passionate fan and user of the brand, of the product. Otherwise it won't work out. You can't accept to be a good ambassador by wishing to, I don't know, become a Sony Alpha ambassador and but you always shot Canon. That doesn't work. You need to be a fan first. And then, you know, these camera companies, they usually have someone looking out for other photographers, but most of it is word of mouth. So they hear about someone interesting, they get a recommendation of another ambassador, from another ambassador about a new potential ambassador, and that's how it works usually. And I also made one of my I wouldn't say friends, but someone I knew. I helped him become an ambassador, and that's nice. But at the end, you have to have good work, and you have to be someone who looks good in public. You know, you can't be an asshole. And usually, companies look at professional photographers who have a reputation of being professional. Maybe they publish their work in some fancy magazines. And then they also look at influencers or photographers or filmmakers who do a lot of stuff on social media. And I would say I fall under this category, but I didn't start this way. First it was the work, and then my followers were a benefit for Rico. So Rico's kind of lucky in my opinion to have me. But I really appreciate Rico. They have been very good to me. And as long as they are producing the GR, I will keep being their ambassador. Okay, I'm starting to run in circles here. Let's quickly end this video. I just wanted to shortly talk about it. Okay, let's say you can't wait. You want to approach a company, and you know, sometimes it does work that way as well. Here's what I would do. First of all, don't be too pushy. It's okay to mail a company once, but don't follow up like 2 days after that and ask them if they got your mail. You're not on the priority list, so just be patient. I would say don't even bother sending a second mail. Wait at least a few months, because if they don't reply, they are not interested. That's how it is. That's the harsh reality. But what you can do is, once you contacted a brand, you can visit them at events, you know, get to know the people in person, because they need to trust you, and it's a relationship you have to build. And it might take 5 times meeting someone from the company in person until they have the trust to let you do something for them, you know, to give you a product before it comes out, or So yeah, just try to meet people from the company in person, and that the easiest way is to do that at an event, or just host your own event. If you're such a great photographer, just organize an exhibition, meetup, a photo walk, and maybe if you're able to gather a lot of people, it might raise some attention towards you. Yeah, that's basically it. I want to end this video here. Whoa. Oh shit, I forgot one important thing. I want to make this clear here for anyone watching. You don't make money as an ambassador, so please remember this. Whenever I talk about a camera from Ricoh or show my camera on my channel, I'm not being paid to do that. It's not even a requirement for me to do that, actually. And I talk to other ambassadors, you know, Leica ambassadors, Fuji ambassadors. They don't get paid being an ambassador. That doesn't mean that you never get paid as an ambassador, but you will never get paid just for being an ambassador. They can put your name on their marketing stuff. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't ask for money. This is what you get in return, is that you get to borrow gear. That's what it is. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, you get to keep the gear. But I know that a lot of Fujifilm and Leica ambassadors, they have to buy the cameras and lenses. So yeah, if you want to become an ambassador for the gear and money, it's not really what you will get. But how can you make money as an ambassador? And I can tell you how I make money. Okay, so here's how I make money as an ambassador. So one way is to, you can host workshops, and because you are an ambassador, you can advertise your workshop by saying, you know, I'm an ambassador. I don't know if that's worth something, but some people do that. But not only that, you can also ask, for example, I can ask Ricoh if they want to sponsor the workshop by, you know, providing cameras for the participants. That's one way of making your workshop more attractive. Another way is being involved in creating material for promotional purposes. And I'm not talking about your photo work or your video work. That is your artistic work. They can just use that because that's what you signed up for. But if they assign you to work on a project, for example, Ricoh often asks me to produce a video for their YouTube channel. Now, I don't get any benefits out of that. You know, it's my time and my energy I put into the videos. And if the video does well, you know, I couldn't care less, honestly. So yeah, they pay me for that because it takes a lot of work to do a YouTube video. And some projects, for example, the GR project, they sponsored the project, but it basically allowed me to cover the cost of traveling and being away from my family and spending, you know, weeks filming and editing. So I didn't get rich by doing that, but they covered the cost. And it was for my channel also, so I got some benefits out of it, obviously, because you guys seem to enjoy the project. So this is how you can make money as an ambassador. And also if you speak at events, sometimes they offer you money, but I often do this, I often do it for free because you know, it shouldn't be always business. It's as I said, it's a relationship you have to build, and you want to build, because let's say you lose a camera got stolen. It's nice being able to rent a camera anytime you need one. For example, I was able to rent the medium format Pentax 645Z from Ricoh sometimes, and I would never buy this camera, but I was able to rent it. Okay, time to end this video. So I hope this answered some of your questions, and if you have more questions, leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you considering becoming an ambassador? All right, that was fun, something different. See you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe and all of that good stuff. and buy a Ricoh GR camera, because that's what I have to say. No, I don't. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.